And it appears we're live. Let's see if the microphone works first. And it appears we're live. Let's see if the microphone works first. Yes, it does. Alright, that means we can go public. Let's go public. Thumbnail looks good. All is good. Alright. No. No, actually, yeah, allow this. Blah, blah, blah. All is good. Use this live stream to fundraise for a non-profit. Yeah. No. I don't have any non-profits yet. Public. Let's go public. Save. And let's see how things looking. All is good, I hope. Now let's see. What save game am I loading? This one is technically right before the video ended, in day 203. But I think I'm just going to load this one. Actual 200. Made precisely on the 200th day. Let's see here. Oh, look at that, I have highlight videos. Interesting. I also have a button in here, insert ad. And click it, then you guys get added. Ad bombed. Let's go. Hello there, Michael and Van Moldo. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Now, this save game is actually before the video ended. The video ended with our dear boy here, Jacob, being married to the love of his life. But now we just, I reloaded, technically, because I want to start the video from day 200. And that one was day 210, something like that. So we're going to go through the motions of Jacob's last bit of things, the last things he did during his adventure. So he's currently engaged to Metella, then he got here and he took a little, sorry, my brain don't work right at this hour. He took a little inventory of everything he did, everything he earned. The money, the troops, the food, the stuff, the boats, blah blah blah. And then he was going to go to Charas to search for Metella's father and actually get married with her. But before we do that, we'll do the basic things, buy some stuff. We're traders after all, although this kind of trading is not what we'll be doing the most in this stream. We'll be doing it from time to time, but it's not going to be our primary focus. I'm going to try to get my boy to $1 million, $1 million dinars actually, before day 300. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, these trades, they're not gonna be a big part of the video itself. Unless something really interesting happens. In the meantime, we're just going to earn money passively from all the businesses. That's actually going to be my primary source of income, not the trades. The trades will be a nice bonus. But not the most important. Alright. We're in Galend. Trade. First we sell stuff. Don't really matter, we're just going through the motions here. First we sell, then we buy. Whoa, 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 not too much. Hello there, Anubhab Visoria. Yes, we are back. Back to trading, back to the grind. Also, welcome everyone. I actually was planning to stream tomorrow, but I just realized tomorrow I'm gone all day, so yeah, moved the stream today. It's a bit later than I would have started normally, and the stream won't last for very long because tomorrow I'm waking up early. But I still hope to do a few things, get some progress in Jacob's story. Go to day 300, maybe 400, although I'm not going to guarantee that one. I'm trying 300 first. But first I have to get married, of course. Because at this stage in my campaign, I'm not actually married. That one, what happened at the end of my video, was actually a snapshot of the future. I haven't actually gone through it. Now let's see, is Ingalthor still here? He should be. Amalgun. Oh man. I don't know where Ingalthor is. If anything, I'm just going to load to the place where I'm actually married in order to not disturb things too much. Actually, let's go to the town center. Visit a tavern. Information about the owner. Yes. Ingalthor. Ebereth. Yeah, I think I'm going to reload, boys. So ignore everything I've done so far. Well, I'm loading to day 203, where I'm actually married. This is where it actually ended. Or maybe here. I'm not sure. I don't want to waste too much time running after Ingalthor. Show us your troops and ships. My troops and ships, they don't matter that much. I got 2 Corbitas in terms of ships. Troops, whatever recruits and basic troops I had with me. Alright, so this is where we are. Got married to Metella. Talked to Ingalthor. Let's show you the troops and the ships. Troops, I haven't even bothered upgrading them. Because why would I? We're not engaging in combat. As for the ships, Corbita number 1, Corbita number 2, both of them, well, cargo tent, light ores, ash ores actually, cotton sails and copper sheathing. I have a storm cover on this one. Yeah, nothing special. Just standard trader stuff. Alright, let's go through this cutscene again. I grabbed the flower. Alright, we got through that. Exactly, Van Moldo. Alright. Now, in order to get the stream up to speed with the video, I actually have to call Mitella to me. And then we'll have to go to Charas until something happens. Not Charas, I meant Kuyaz. Until something happens. And only then can the adventure continue. Because if I don't do that, then I create an imbalance in the force. I create a discrepancy between the video and the actual, well, between this stream and the events of the video. So, yeah. Actually, let us go to town center, leave, members, 1 day, 15 hours. I think I'm free to sail until then. Do my trades. Let's keep the camera a bit closer to my character moving on the map. One thing I didn't really like about my last video is I have too many wide shots of the map. And my character is too small, you can barely see him. I have to be very careful. I want to keep this footage somewhat cinematic. Also, I'm going to need a governor at some point. Oh, look at this. Tools are profitable. Fish. Oh, trade 250. I didn't even notice. What do we have? Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Spring of Gold. This one works best if you have 1,000,000 dinars. But it's a small amount of income even like this. Only 1,000 dinars max per day. It's kind of low, honestly. But it's better than nothing. It's money I get for free. This one, money gold required when persuading lords to defect to my faction, doesn't really matter now. 1,000 per day is much better than this. Men of means. Trickle down. Oh, and we got charm. Relationship gain with opposing gender with the same gender. I'm gonna be young and respectful. Most lords are male. One recruitment slot from rural notables. We get more noble troops this way. But I'm not doing combat on this character, so I don't know. Or who knows, maybe I will. Maybe I'll turn him into the rogue trader. Who knows? Although I'd rather do that with a fresh start. This is not going to be my main campaign though. I intend to stream or do a let's play of my main campaign. That's going to go on for, well, I kind of want this to reach 1500s. Until the 1500s, or who knows, maybe until 2026. And we're gonna stay in the medieval period for 1,000 years. But yeah, it's kind of an experiment I want to do for Bannerlord. And I gotta figure out how to do it though. Either a stream or a series of let's plays, something with simple editing. Not a video that it takes me an entire month to edit. Absolutely not. That's not the focus. But yeah. Eventually, who knows, maybe as soon as next week, I'll start something. Let's wait here. Metella joined my party. Perfect. And we said we're going to Kuyaz for our honeymoon. Although, who knows, maybe we're gonna have our honeymoon on the ship. First, some trades. Even though this is not my primary source of income anymore. And it's not really going to play much of a part in the video, like it did in part 1. But I gotta do it nonetheless. I'm trying to reach 1 million here before the end of the day 300. Alright, and now we simply wait, I suppose. Okay. Oh boy. Kuyaz is at 0. It's at 0 loyalty. If I was a rogue trader, which I'm not, unfortunately, not this time, this would be the perfect opportunity to besiege this town and claim it for myself. Man. I'm really tempted though. I'm really tempted. Oof. But I can't. I have to be peaceful. What do you think about the co-op mod? I don't have anyone to play co-op with, so... With the co-op mod or without, I'm playing it solo. That's what I think about the co-op mod. But it would be nice. I don't yet know how it works, though. Can I have my friend take command of some troops? Let's say I give him the cavalry while I stay behind with my archers. Or maybe I'll give him to control the cavalry and horse archers, while I stay with the infantry and archers. Oh boy. Oh no. You know what? For all intents and purposes, Mitela is already pregante. I mean, in the video it happened in the city, but now it's being under siege. I'll leave Kuyaz, and this is a perfect opportunity for me to do a bit of siege trading, in the sense that, well, I buy cheap stuff from one place and then sell it here for cheap, for a profit. Should have named the title Count and Trade, because it makes sense. It does make sense, but it makes sense to also say Mount and Trade. Because I mount up on a horse and then I trade the goods between cities. Okay, grain from Fanabal. Oh man, 41 for olives. Damn, where the hell? Are they bound to Sanala? Yeah, they are. Weird. Maybe fish should be cheap. Tell my men to help themselves. I don't really need the morale, though. I'm not doing any fighting. Alright, well, Bunkaz, it's bound to Sanala. Ukba is bound to Sanala. We'll see what we can buy. Huh? What the hell happened? Excuse me? What the hell? You damn morons. You couldn't even keep your army together. Damn it. It was a profitable opportunity. Oh well. At least the gameplay is synchronized now, the video with this stream, so yeah. Mitela is really good at engineering. And steward, she's gonna make a great governor. Although I wish this engineering was 150, I cannot raise it on a peaceful run. Let's see, Ben Sahar. You guy? Oh, you only got 96 engineering. Huntress, leper. Engineer. Okay, 163. This guy's gonna be my governor. It's good. It's good, but I need to train him in trade. So let's see. Mitela, no. Engineer. And we're gonna give you another point in here. Bidal the Scholar. He's mostly a medic. Medic. Okay, Gerta the Huntress. Vizan de Lepartes. Why is her trade skill so low? That's her whole thing. She should be a trader. Iron Belly. Let's see. Well, I need this guy to level up, mostly. I mean, this guy. He's gonna be my governor. Yeah, perfect. Okay, date fruits are relatively cheap in here. Although I've seen cheaper. Oh man. Heavy prices in here. Money's piling up though. Very nicely. Oh, Bedal the Scholar has increased his boatswain skill. That's nice. He is running a convoy I think that's why. I did not know if them running convoys would increase their skill in boatswain. But it makes sense. Lots of grain. Lots of port villages in here. Although their primary production is grain. And Ben Sahar tier increased to 3. Awesome. It means we can buy another workshop. 3 out of 4. Their income has decreased. The smithy is the most profitable, even though it has no iron in here. I do have a plan for these workshops. I'm gonna need to head to Botania soon to buy another workshop and then to make a special maneuver with these ones for heavy profit. I'm also gonna need another boat, more troops. I need to head over to Kidnar. Oh, wait, never mind. Medeni? I don't even know, man. I'm gonna need to make a save game soon just to see what day I'm actually in. Not a whole lot of profits in here. It's kind of weak. Grain. I have plenty of grain. I don't really need anything they're selling in here. Let us make a save. And check the day. Day 219. We only have 80 days left. Well, 81 days until day 300. Alright, for my next transaction, I'm going to disembark around here, hit Medeni and Kidnar, buy some dates. I'll see what prices I can get for them. And then I'll head over to the Empire, buy myself another Corbita. It's high time for that. I'm going to need the extra carry capacity. Alright. Dates for 45. It's kind of expensive. It's actually middle of the road. Cheapest I've seen was about 20, something like that. I've also seen them go for up to 100, even 200 in some cases. Here, 15. This village is bound to Iakis, I think. Means Iakis is going to have some really good prices. There's also a mission in here. Bounty hunters. I don't care about that. We'll ignore it. Do you guys buy me? Ooh, you pay a lot of money for meat. A lot of it. And you're selling cheap horses. Well, you know, don't really need the profits. But how can I say no? Buying horses and mules for 46. Of course, I'm going to slaughter the mules and the horses and selling the meat in here, even though I technically don't need to do this. All at the same time. That was a very loud thing. Is there a best ship for either trading or combat? For trading, the clear winner is the Corbita. Higher seaworthiness, higher cargo capacity, maybe lower speed, I'm not sure. But yeah, Corbita is the absolute best for trading. For combat, I wouldn't say there's a ship that's better than others. They all excel at different roles. Some are better for... my ears. Some are better for raiding coastal villages, others are better for naval battles, some are just good for transporting your troops from one settlement to another. It all depends on what you do. I actually have two guides, not just one, about ships and naval battles and stuff like that. I talk about the variety of ships as well. What ship is better for what role. Right now, my brain cannot compute, cannot think about these things. I'm focused on trading. Liwas, Malul. Oh, Hubiar has 2 horse ranches. Nice. Thank you. Jan or Jan? How do you prefer it? How do you say it in your language? It's Czech. CZ, that stands for Czech, so I'm gonna say Jan. Your name is Jan. Thank you, Jan, for for your comment. I'm glad you like them. The reason I made them that way, I don't really focus on mechanics in those videos and the videos I make. I mostly focus on the story. And the story is the same. I mean, things work differently from one place to another, even in our world. So yeah, you can just think, you can be lore friendly with the game and consider those changes a change in politics and taxes and tariffs and everything like that. It doesn't change the story just because the mechanics changed. But yeah, I'm glad you like them. Let's see if the next one is gonna be any good. Should I buy some horses as well? Ah, man, one of the things... I know a great way to make money from horses, especially in the early game. It would have worked well in the story, waiting for villages like this one. Villagers of Malul. Let's take a look at the horses. 37, 74, 300 and 800. Keep this in mind. Hello, villagers. I can't talk to them. What? Wait, what are you doing? I did not pay attention what they're doing. We are returning from market. Okay, I saw it on the stream. That's why they have nothing for sale. I'm going to stand here, waiting for those villagers from Liwas to show up. Actually, I don't think I should. I don't really have time to waste. Let's go. I'll go towards Liwas. If the villagers leave, that's good. Okay, I don't have time for this. Olives for 19. Not the best price, but it's pretty decent. Okay, these guys really need dairy products. It was my primary specialty back in Seneopa when I was in the early game. Alright, it takes me too long to go after my ships. So I'm just going to go inside, go to port, call my fleet. And then I'm going to simply wait in here. As soon as I'm done trading. Because trading, once you're in a town, doesn't actually take any in-game time. I actually don't know if I'm going to reach my 1 million before day 300. But I'll at least try. Okay, where next? Danustica, Vostrom, we're going to ignore that. Go straight to Zelnica. Need to buy the next ship. Also, just to not have just recruits. I suppose I'll upgrade them even though they'll cut into my profits. Or should I just keep them like this? Keep them recruits? I don't even know. Well, my goal is the 1 million. And upgraded troops don't do much. Why pay for them? Yeah. I want to do it. I want to upgrade my troops, but it provides an obstacle between me and my 1 million goal. So I have to bite my tongue and not do it. Date for 100. We're gonna sell until it's 50. Alright then. I don't even pay attention to the profits anymore. Doesn't really matter. Felt. Okay, where next? I'm going to Ortizia, then I'm going to ride the river until I'm close to Botania. I need to check something on my phone real quick. Alright, I'm back. You don't have war sales yet. Well, I highly recommend it. It doesn't really... how to say this? It doesn't add anything to the game, it just changes things. Like, the game is the same, but it adds a layer of complexity with the naval engagements and the new opened up trade routes. It's quite nice to have. Not an absolute necessity, though. I don't know if the war sales map is actually different from the map that you have in the base game. Because the new map that I have here, it's impossible to... well, not impossible, but very difficult to traverse without ships. For example, in the normal game, you actually have a bridge in here. A land bridge. In here you don't. You cannot get from Ortizia to Kuyaz on foot easily. You need boats. Otherwise, to get from Ortizia to Kuyaz, you gotta go through all the way through here. Blah, 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 blah. Like this. It's a pain. Also, when there was this bridge, and I had my bandits ballads, there used to be caravans going up and down. And sometimes I would convince caravans to get stuck in this little peninsula here, and I would easily catch them even if they were faster than me. I would corral them at the edge, and there was nowhere to run for them. Now I cannot do that because there's no caravans coming through here. They have no reason to. But it's much easier to raid convoys. So yeah. Hello Narcoleptic and MMG. Welcome to the stream. Is this the same campaign of the new trader video? Yes, it is. I'm trying to get to day 300 and I'm trying to get to 1 million before day 300. It would be very nice if I could do that. I don't know if I can. Alright, good luck in your Battanian run. Make the map green. Greenpeace. That's how you should name your campaign. The Greenpeace campaign. The hell? Didn't I buy felt from here? Oh, actually, I think I bought it from Zaunica. Right, what are we buying? Sheep. Not the absolute best price, but I think they'll fetch a profit. Wine, we buy it until 120. Ooh, lots of silver. Actually, I don't need to buy the silver now. Where is it? Garangolia. Oof, I'm very, very slow. Ah. Ew. Oh, an 8th pregnancy. Yeah, my maximum was 7. But it's good enough. Yeah, I don't know if I can go to Garangolia. I'm going to be very slow. But the reason... Oh, man. Oh, man, I gotta go get back to Zionic. I forgot to buy myself a Corbita. Crap. Whatever, I'm going to buy the silver from here. Actually, I don't even know. Letter of reference. As you pass through the market, Aaron is the silversmith, requires a minute of your time. His cousin is planning business, would like a letter of reference. I don't know anything about him, although he swears he's honest and conscientious. Let's see. Write truthfully that you don't know much about the bearer of the letter, but he comes from a good family. I'm honorable. write about the lad's qualities and I increase my relationship, but I'm going to be devious. Tell, I will write whatever he wants for the proper price. Let's see. A braid in the street. Oh no. No. I don't know. I don't care about the 300 golds. Maybe I'll be honorable, or maybe I'll get the 20 relation. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take a risk. Although if a caravan comes along, or a convoy... No! No, he's gonna buy the silver! Don't you buy... He bought the silver. I should have bought the silver from town. Why didn't I do that? I knew I'm slow. I knew it. I knew. He bought all the silver, didn't he? Yep. There's no more silver in. Oh, there is some. But instead of getting it for 75, I'm gonna get it for 88. And half. Yeah, I should have just bought from the town directly. I could reload, but I don't care that much. I'm just going to note this. I gotta have some mistakes in my video, in my upcoming video, right? I'm going to write about my regret of not buying directly from the town market. I agree, narcoleptic. Although if your ships are fast, you don't really need to camp. You can just roam around and catch everything you see. Well, Jan, depends on the age of your wife. If she's over 35, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Not impossible, but just difficult. Tips on material and stamina efficient smithing. I'm not an expert in smithing. I cannot give any tips off the top of my head. The only way I can give any tips is by analyzing, compiling the information in a script, and then making an actual video. Like this, I cannot remember anything. But maybe the other guys in chat can help you out. Let's not forget, I'm not here for anything other than buying a new Corbita. Don't really need it though, I can carry more than enough, but it's just for troops. I want more troop capacity, so I can have a larger caravan on land. Or who knows, maybe I'll buy a Dromachion, or a Dromon. If there isn't any Corbita, I'm going to buy a warship. Okay. Cargo capacity 4.8. 4,000. I think I'll buy a Dromachion. I mean, I'm buying this ship for troops primarily. But this is going to set me back 100,000. I don't like that. How many can I fit on my Corbita? 35 at most. Well, this is going to take me far away from my million. A round ship. Why do you recommend a round ship? What's so special about it? I mean, I like it, but I don't think it offers more troop capacity or cargo capacity than the Dromachion. Proper rogue ship. Well, I'm not a rogue this time around. Although the round ship does fit the trader aesthetic a little bit better. I'll agree with you on that. Although I really like this one. Man, I don't think I want this. Does it make for a better story, though? What's more important, the story or the million? Screw it. Jacob impulsively bought a Dromachion and equipped it with upgrades. He bought it as a status symbol. What the hell? Cotton sales? Wasn't this only an upgrade in Acerite ports? Yes. Jacob couldn't help himself. He needed the ship as a status symbol. Okay. I'm going to save this. Status symbol. I mean, technically, as long as his net worth reaches 1 million, that's acceptable. Let's see what day it is. 233, so less than 70 days left to reach 1 million. Yeah, sorry, Ken Johnson. The round ship would have been good. Unfortunately, Jacob is he's an impulsive individual. He grew up poor, and now that he has a lot of money, he can't help himself but buy every shiny thing he sees. And the reason he bought a ballista is because, well, he is not violent, but maybe somebody's going to really threaten him, his life, or maybe his wife, or his unborn child. He's gonna need to be ready to throw down with everyone. Go to the port, set sail. How many people can I have on board? 173. I can fit more people in my fleet than I can actually command by myself. Alright, Aristochorus is a port village. Ah, look at this. Yeah, boy. We'll buy grain. Recruit. I'm here to recruit. Okay, I said I'm going to ride the river, but I'm going to visit every village in my path to recruit troops. Oh, what the hell? 6,000 per day? And look at this, Corsairs are on the run now that I got the Dromachion. There's no more ahoy there. So he's avoiding the ahoy there thanks to his ballista. He's not going to use that ballista because he's a peaceful boy. But that ballista puts the fear of God in pirates. So it's a good investment, because instead of spending money for pirates to appease them, he's just keeping them at bay. Oh, hiring more and more people. What do we have here? Grapes 26. It's kind of a big price. Let's see. Whatever. I'll find a profit. A lot of these villages are port villages, coastal villages. That's why they're raided. Damn, 6K per day. That's nice. Oh, okay. Salt, sheep. We'll get every profit we can. But again, I'm not going to put heavy emphasis on the trades I'm doing from town to town in the upcoming video. It's probably going to get a little mention like... So Jacob traveled from town through every village and town, and he did trades and recruited people and blah blah blah. That is nice to know. I'm going to say ahoy to everybody if I ever visit the Czech Republic. Hogs for 33, maybe at some other point. Right now I got business in here. I keep forgetting to recruit people. Alright, and my fourth workshop is probably going to be... I'm thinking Carban Seth. It's a port town. Or I could put it in Dunglanis. I don't know, haven't decided yet. What the hell? Oh, I understand. Buying some clay for my workshops. Grapes, meat. Tools are 188, and I'm actually producing them and putting them on the market. Tiny profits from these actual trades. I'll be back here in no time. Coming back for those tools. Do I have a... Okay. Smithy, linen weavery in Seonon, pottery shop in Pencannock. More on Seonon, Pencannock. Okay. So next one could either be Dunglanis or Carban Seth. I'm thinking Carban Seth wood workshop. I'm going to buy some cheap wood in here. Cheap flax as well. Damn, those are some really cheap grapes. Yeah, I gotta visit Seonon periodically to buy all these cheap goods. Wait, let's recruit people. And let's buy horses. They're slowing me down. Not ideal, but I'm gonna buy several. Actually, I'm going to buy a lot. And I'm going to slaughter a lot of these horses. Or maybe I won't. But I gotta buy the grapes and grain. I have a lot of grain and I haven't sold any. recently. I'm not buying the linen just yet. You'll see why. Oh man, hogs are 18. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I'm buying them. I'm going to crawl to Carbon-Seth again, and I'm going to recall my fleet in there. Although my fleet cannot carry this much. Should have bought another Corbita, I guess. I can be a little overburdened, I suppose. Right, enter the warehouse. I'm going to take all this linen away. I'm going to put flax instead. And now I'm going to do a little something called market flooding. I took this linen for free. It's currently 89. I could buy it for 89 up to 108. A few pieces. How many? 35. Or I could. Oh, this one is not going to bring me any. For the intent of gaining experience, this one will not bring me any profit because I didn't buy it. So instead I'm going to flood the market, sell it here for cheap. I'm not going to get paid too much. I'm actually going to pay extra to get it back. It's going to cost me 11, maybe 12,000, maybe 13. But doing that will earn me more experience. Because now this flax, I mean linen, buying price starts at 52. It ends at 108. Yeah, I pay 15k for it. But it's going to bring me so much more profit. And I'm going to do the same with everything I have in my workshops. I am currently a bit slow though. So visiting my workshops in this condition is going to be a bit difficult. Maybe I should go to Carbon-Seth and get rid of some of my cargo. In the meantime, stop by, recruit. I'm crawling once more. Oh, Botanian Highborns. Hell yeah. Oh, and it's time to set up the next workshop. The wood workshop in Carbon-Seth. Veterans demand privileges. Let's see. Tell your men that they have all right to your esteem. Break out an extra ration of meat to show your appreciation. Yes. Everyone feast and be merry. Keep the peace. Call my fleet. And trade, of course. Linen. Bought it for 52. Selling it for 200. Up to 100. Pretty nice profit. Okay, finally, I can get rid of some of the hogs. Alright, let's not forget. I want a wood workshop. Carpenter has one.
I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger.
My name is Jacob. I wish to buy your wood workshop, my friend. 14k? Hell yeah. Trade. Well, not trade, I mean I go to the warehouse and dumping all the wood. Also, let's manage. I should also recruit an additional companion to send another caravan. Thulrik the Brave, what do you do, my friend? You're a tactician. Yeah, whatever. Actually, you don't have any trade skill, do you? I mean, whatever.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
You're a bastard. Yes, yes, yes. Join me up. Tunrik the Brave. Trade. Okay, he can get some experience in trade. He's got... No, scouting is maxed out. Riding or athletics? Well, let's equip him with something. I could also send Mitella on a caravan, of course, but I'll keep her with me. I'll keep her by my side for the time being. Perfect. This is perfection. But I'm not going to send this guy on a convoy. I'm going to send him... I need to get rid of an Imperial recruit. Luckily we're in a port, so he's not going to have to swim. Hello, Bingeling. Good evening to you too. Welcome. Alright, bought another workshop. Let's set up another caravan. Can I move? I'm still kind of hurting. But I'll go to Dunglanis real quick. I'm going to get rid of some of my boys. The Imperial recruits. I'll say goodbye to them. Well, why not? Why not continue Jacob's story? Although I don't know for how long I can keep it going, though, because, well, not much you can do in Bannerlords peacefully. I mean, you can, but for a video, for the sake of videos, it's going to get repetitive. Like, I think I'm going to show everything the trade playstyle has to offer in maybe day 300, maybe day 400. I have a certain goal I could meet with Jacob peacefully, but this is not sustainable to do a long-term campaign. I do have something else planned for a long-term campaign, so don't you worry. Oh, my boy. Oh, my lord. 5 dinars for clay. Nice. Hardwood, yeah, I'll buy some. Felt? Not sure about it. Alright. Buy all of Calradia? Yeah, I suppose, but it gets boring. It gets boring for a video. Oh man. My ears. She burst my eardrums. Yeah, it gets boring. I'll buy a small kingdom, make it the best trade center of Calradia, and that's where Jacob's story can end. No, I don't want to do that. Yes, I accept conditions. I will send Tunrik the Brave. Oh my boy. 6 focus points. Well, I'll keep them for now. Who knows, maybe I'll turn a Jacob into the rogue trader. I don't know yet. I don't know, man. I'm really tempted. Right. What am I doing? Sent another caravan, bought another workshop. I need to visit my other workshops. Okay. Everything is decent. Maybe at some point I'll buy Jacob some proper armor. Not that he's gonna use it, but just to flex. Another status symbol. Like the Dromachion he just bought. Okay, Maronath and Penkanok, I gotta visit those. And do a bit of flooding the market. No, I'm not recruiting anymore. I got maximum amount of people. Fenon Etir. My alarm is sounding. I need to administer some medicine to myself. And that can take a little bit of time. Takes about 3-4 minutes. Before I do that, though, I need to, well, set something up here on the continent and then get on my boats and then make a long voyage so that my character can do something while I'm busy medicating myself. Warehouse. Okay, get the pottery, all the pottery, store the clay, all the clay. Perfect. Sell first. Oh, maybe I should keep some of this wood for my workshop. I'm glad you liked it, Martin. I want it to be a bit humorous. The struggle of finding a wife. Pottery. Oh, look at this. But I'm not buying it yet. I said I need to flood the market. And then I'll buy it. Right. Flooding the market. Where is my pottery? 222. Kaboom. I earn 11,000, but it's probably going to cost me twice as much to buy it back. But I'm buying it for 41. Up to 100. 14k. Alright, do the same in Maronath. Let's see how my workshop's doing. Not perfect. This wood workshop is barely earning any money. Alright, and I already got rid of the linen. Right, iron ore, dump it in, get the tools. How much are the tools though? 171. Well, we're going to flood the market. 24k. Oh, let's buy the iron though. Right, let's buy my tools back. 61 starting price. I'm gonna keep going until 150. 140 is enough. It says it's 50% cheaper than average. Screw it. 150. Alright, dealt with everything. Now it's time to go back to Carbon Seth and maybe the Nordlands. Although the Nordlands are not the absolute best buyers. I don't know. My last visit in there, from an economical standpoint, it wasn't very profitable. I didn't find much to sell to them. And not much I could buy because I already came with full cargo hold. Look at this, 264 for tools, which I bought for 64 thanks to my market flooding. Although I probably shouldn't have sold them. Well, let's sell until 150. Just to make sure. All right. Oops. kicked over my microphone. Gunat Nal. Ah, for 55, but it's too little. Too little pieces. Or rather, too few. More wood for my workshop. I'll buy some from Flintolg as well. Flintolg used to be closer to Seonon, and supplying Seonon with cheap wood. Now it's moved here, to Karbanseth. Karbanseth Town, CBT. Hurry up, mate. Let's save as Botanian Sumer. I did not type the second M. It doesn't matter. I need to see what day are we in. 249, damn! Halfway towards 300. Right. I'm gonna keep these planks in here for now. There's not a high enough quantity to justify purchasing them. Alright. Hardwood. Butter, clay. I'll buy everything cheap. Even hogs. Alright, and I will go to the Nordlands, but I need to administer my medicine while traveling there. So, yeah. I don't expect anything great there. I don't know if I should go to the Nordlands, if I'm being honest. I don't expect great prices. And I kind of want to make sales now. I don't care about buying stuff. The Nordlands are better for buying, and I'm already full. Oh, bae. Oh boy, I'm really full on everything. I don't know, I know for a fact, either the Kuzet lands or this part of the Imperials territory. I know for a fact the South is going to pay well for everything I have on me. Not so sure about the North. I suppose I'll go to Hvalvik, and if my trip over there is not justified, I'll finally pay a visit to the Kuzets. Of course, passing by every other town in here. But yeah, I'll actually be back, boys. I need to administer that medicine. I'm gonna take a look at Bidal the Scholar, though. He's currently earning 957, and now it's increased to... well, it decreased to 410. But my trade is 274. Alright. Well, here we're going to... I'm going to be AFK for a bit. I'll be back. already in town. I have barely even grabbed my medicine. Applying it is gonna be even more fun. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. Alright, I'm back. Actually, wait a minute. Medicine needs to be taken to the fridge, because it's special. Alright, now I'm back. How about when you get tired of Jacob, you enable death, make him have a heel turn and fight it out to the end. Why would he fight? His whole shtick is that he's too much of a coward and he wants to achieve everything through trade. He wouldn't fight. Why? No. It's a bad end for Jacob. It's a complete assassination of character. Unless he betrays his own morals and he gains courage and begins to fight. Now that could go. Death is already enabled though. So, yeah. It's just the chances are low. Right. Let's see what Hvalvik has for me. Oh, actually, they're paying pretty good. Had to pay a lot to repair my ships. I'm assuming that Dromachion has very poor seaworthiness. That's why I took more damage from the storms in the open sea. Let's get a heavy storm cover. Alright. I was expecting Hvalvik to be poor, but looks like it's paying pretty well for fur. Decently for wine, decently for tools. It's not perfect. But there is some profit to be found in here. Especially the hogs. I'm glad I got rid of the hogs. Yeah, I think the best ending for Jacob is he retires into his palace and he enjoys his hard-earned money, and he looks at his children running his trade empire. That is the best Jacob can hope for. Unless, of course, again, I make him the rogue trader. In which case, that makes more sense for him to do that. Walrus Tusk 201. I want to buy it, but maybe Grips Buy or Grips B sells it cheaper. Oh, those villagers are going there and supplying the town with Walrus Tusks, and that's going to drive down the price. I'm going to go back to town and buying the rest of the Walrus Tusks. Yeah, we'll buy everything. Too bad the whale oil doesn't sell very well in here. It should. Lagshofen produces it, but it doesn't sell well. Alright, next. Next I think I'm going to visit Grettisfjord. And then I'm going to descend and follow this sea. Yeah, not much I can do right now. I've done my flood the market tactic for buying stuff. I just need to sell. Pretty much my only options right now is to wait for my businesses to make me money and then try to get as much profit as I can for my items, for the items I brought. Oh, I suppose Metella just... I'm assuming in between my travels my first son was born, wasn't he? What? Twins? What? What? Oh! I didn't know. Okay, I was busy applying my medicine, but that's awesome. Twins ahoy! Huh. Yeah, I suppose I'll take this one. Alright, let's name my boys. I have 2 boys, right? Thul. My name is Jacob. Duain. I'm going to name him Benjamin. And the other, Thul. Mittel actually wanted to do this for a long time. She doesn't look good with that garbage on her head. She does look good like this. I'll let her keep the armor. She is my knight in shining armor. And I'm a little peasant. A little peasant boy who turned merchant. I have a stone. That's it. It's my pet rock. It's been with me from the very beginning. I'm gonna name him James. Jimmy. Jimmy the pet rock. Right. Okay. What name should I give my other son? I need... If Jacob is supposed to be southern, of a certain southern heritage, and he named him Benjamin, the other should be called I was actually thinking, from the TH, I was thinking of calling him Thomas. And if you know scripture, Thomas was called the twin. So it's the perfect name. Thomas and Benjamin. We'll see, Martin, we'll see. I can't say I have an ending necessarily planned for Jacob. We'll just see what happens. Maybe he gets cholera and dies at sea. I don't choose his ending. I just see where his story naturally ends after 300 days, 400 days, 500. And we'll adapt from there. Orc behavior in Jacob? Well, maybe bad moon orc behavior. And not the rest of the behavior. Oh, well, that's actually on the 21st day of spring. 1087. There should be a special animation if she has twins. Because it says a child was born to Mitella, but then another child was born to Mitella. Oh. What human? Humans who get really lonely and have nothing else. Those are the people who get pet rocks. I think there is a scenario in Crusader Kings, maybe 2, maybe 3, I'm not sure, where if your guy is imprisoned for very long, he's going to make himself a pet rock or a pet spoon or something, and he goes a little crazy, basically. But that's the only thing keeping him sane, somewhat. Keeping him from snapping. I wish I got the other animation for the second son. I got the exact same animation. I'm thinking through the magic of editing how to make Mitella have 2 babies. Let's see, do we get a different animation this time? Nah, same. Same? I'm gonna re-roll my animations. I know there's another. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Okay, I'm going to assume this is the captain's quarters in my Dromachion. Yes. This would not be possible if I had the Corbita. The Corbita does not have captain's quarters. Alright, well, it's kind of expensive though. Nord... What the hell? Did my clan tier also increase? Wait a minute. Something's strange. I was stuck at 133. Why can I have 149? I'm gonna have to check. Probably my steward increased. Well, I do have plenty of food and food variety. All right. Yeah, we'll buy the fish. We're really low on fish. Let's see, anything in Greatest Fjord? Actually, we're buying first and then selling. Selling first and then buying. Walrus Tusk, profit margin isn't big enough. I suppose I'll sell some. Tools, sell a little bit of fur, sell a little bit of pottery. Pot. Okay, beer fetches a nice amount of profit. Grapes kind of low. Same with wood. Same with clay. Not sure about the silk. Okay, I can buy some fish. 300 something. What the hell? I don't understand. Why did I have... Maybe I have more people at sea? No, I don't. I have no idea what increased my troop capacity to 149. Okay, let's not throw people overboard anymore. Okay. Now I'm back at 140. What the hell's going on, man? Tell me, what's up? I don't understand. Is it my ships? My ships can fit 120 something. No, I can't. 136. Nope. It says my ships can fit 173. Then what exactly is the problem? I don't understand. Whatever. How many can I have? At sea, 136. I have no idea what's going on. But if 136 is my limit, I'm gonna keep 136. Base size, clan tier, and quartermaster. That should not be... Maybe you're right, Ravenous Hydra. Maybe you're right. False money. Have your men turn out their pockets. Okay. Revel is going to be a bit hard to reach. So maybe I'll go to Varchig instead. Ustakol should be a port town. Have something near the fjords. I don't know. I don't know if it's viable, what I'm asking. My workshops are doing pretty good. Alright. This is nice. Walrus Tusk, not profitable enough. Tools are good. I'm not making heavy profits in here. I'm making them consistently, so that's nice. But this is not the most profitable area. Nothing to buy, nothing to sell. Everything is average. Too expensive. Leave. And go to Amor. It's going to be my first time visiting the Kazaets on this playthrough. Again, not great profits. Just something to keep me going. Okay, silk is decent. Diathma Argoron. We'll go to Varnovopol first. See what we find in there. All right. Decent sales. Oh, and grain. Finally. I find a buyer. Been carrying that grain around for ages. Fish? Okay, linen is cheap. Same with planks. Okay, my visit to Varnovopol was profitable. Relatively speaking. Oh, Argoron is under siege. Nice, the opportunity for siege trading. Because I wanted to do it in the beginning, but I couldn't, because the Asarai army lost its nerve and retreated. So let's buy something quick in Diathma, and then I'm gonna sail to Argoron. Hopefully the siege lasts long enough for me to profit from it. I have to see. The moment I get word that the Argoron siege ends, I'm gonna go there directly. Looks like we're gonna make it to Diathma before. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now this is some heavy profit. And to think I came in here hoping to buy stuff to prepare for the siege of Argoron. Well, for the sale. Because the siege is already ongoing. Nothing I can buy. Silver and felt. That it? Epic could have something nice. Let's see. I know the troop count. So the troops in Argoron, they're 458 versus 3 times that amount of soldiers. This siege is going to end in 2 days maximum. If I go to Epic trying to buy stuff, I'm probably not going to make it in time for the end of the siege. Decisions. Yeah, going to Epic is painful. Yeah, it will take a while. It's gonna take at least 1 day. Nah, I have plenty of stuff, don't I? Plenty of stuff to sell. My ships can still fit something. But I do have plenty of stuff to sell. Yes, I became a big corporation now. Bandits no longer trouble me. Yes, Ravenous Hydra, thank you for the tip. Saunon is the absolute best. Let's see. It looks like the siege still lasts a little bit. Maybe I did have time to visit that place. Visit Epicrotea. Doesn't matter anymore. I'm here now. I'll just wait. I want to be the first one in town with goods. Yeah, I did have time to go to Epicrotea, but it's too late for regrets now. Alright. City was conquered. Let's get in. And no, I'm not going to sell things outright, although I will take a little peek at the market and at the profits I can earn. Not great profits. This wasn't really worth the wait. Grain would have been good, but I don't have enough of it. I would have had some if I went to Epicrotea. But I'm not going to sell things now. I'm going to wait in here and... before the first villager party or caravan or convoy walks in, I'm going to do it myself. Because those guys will supply the town with what it needs. I see my caravan, my Athrar the engineer, is getting close. He probably intends to sell stuff in here. Well, sorry, Athrar the engineer, I know you work for me, but I want to make a profit on the things I brought. Pottery, 362. All right. There's some pretty good earnings. $19,000 so far. Grain increased to 26 in the time I waited. Is there a limit on how many caravans you can make up? You're only limited by the amount of companions and family members you have. If you have a wife and she has 7 children, all those 7 children can run caravan. If you're playing campaign mode and you have a brother and your brother is married and they have 7 children, you can send those other 7 children and have 30 caravans running around. Hell, if you play for 2-3 generations and your main character has 7 children and then each of his 7 children have 7 children each, and so on and so forth, and you're on the 3rd generation and you have 100 family members, you can have 100 family members running caravans for you. No limit. No limit whatsoever. All right. 26,000 in profits. A game caps you at 50 family members. Oh, man. 50 family members? Ah, that sucks. That's weak. Why would I be capped at 50 family members? I have more than 50 family members in real life. Ain't no FBI kicking down my door because I went over the limit. Yeah, that just sucks. It sucks so very much. There should be no limit. Martin D, I thank you for your information, but your information ruined my day. Oh, man. Well, 50 is still good enough, I suppose. Don't worry about it. I had to know. I had to know. What the? Can I not go up this river? What the hell? Oi! River! There is a river here. Go! Why is it impassable? I don't understand. What if I go like this? Nope, doesn't let me go up the river. I don't know why. What a bait. My day got ruined for a second time when I saw this beautiful river leading all the way to Saneopa, and the river is like, nope, I'm not actually a river. Damn it. Ship too big? You might be right. I don't know, I'm gonna have to try this with a shallow draft ship. Although I'm pretty sure I went in shallow waters with my Dromachion. It just suffers from certain things. It suffers a speed penalty. I don't know. But I need to save. Crusade Autumn. And I need to check the day. 271. There's 29 days left. What? Why did I click load? I need to suffer through a loading screen now. I didn't mean to click load. Whoops. So I got 29 days left until day 300. How am I gonna get my million? I mean, only 8k per day. It's kind of weak. What's slowing me down some? Ah, the forest. Okay. Oh, really cheap stuff in here. Supremely cheap. It's bound to Tial, so that's where we're going next. I'm going to park my ship at Urikskala and then travel on foot to Tial. Not before paying a visit to Pons, though. Actually... Ooh, 29. Yes, I'll get that. Swaggering Shield Brothers. You can join me as long as you beat one of my men in First Blood. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming my guy beat them in a duel. Both of them. Although it's not really a duel if it's 2 versus 1, it's a truel. A truel. I like that word. Dan Sensei, ahoy there! There's going to be a severe lack of ahoy there in the next video. Because I learned how to protect myself. Well, not by fighting. What the hell? Daily gold change? What? Dropped so much all of a sudden. I was at 8k. Damn, so cheap prices in here. Damn. I wonder if I can recall my ships to Urikskala. Or if I need to travel to the next port on foot. Damn. 22 butter. And cheese for 5 each. Holy moly. I'm gonna get so much profit on that. Yeah, I cannot call my fleet in here. Well, that sucks. But at least the prices are amazing. At least I think my trade will reach 300 before the next day, the next 300 days. Okay, we sell first because there's a lot of stuff to buy. And I need to get rid of the stuff I can sell first. But yeah, my guy is going to have a mental breakdown when he becomes aware of the prices in Tial. Look at this. Butter. 800 pieces for 3. Wool for 3. Fish for 4. Grain. Yeah, this is going to be a main moment in my video in part 2. Oof. I can't even buy everything. It's gonna take me a long time to sell everything. Yes, Tial and Baldakand are amazing. My guy is so happy about this thing that he's going to talk to the tavern maid. A mug of kvass with bacon. I like it served to a woman. 77 dinars? Yes. 77 dinars to feed 140 people? That's cheap. Actually, there's something more I'm going to do. Ah. Is the guy staying right here? Where is he though? Ah, Funis the Butcher. Let's talk to him at least. I don't think I can hire him. Afanis the Butcher regaled us with tales of his bravery. I'm hoping he's still gonna be the same. No, he's not. Or is he? I should have kept that cinematic thing going for longer.
God, wine here tastes like piss. Right, so who are you?
Right, Pissman. I have more companions than I can manage. Well, well, well. Where do I go next? I mean, I think I'll go back to my ship. Nearest port is very far away. I need to crawl all the way to my ships. Right, so I have to be very careful when the winter comes. That I'm pretty sure day 300 is going to be in the winter. I'm not sure exactly when. And I reached 500,000. I think I'm going to buy a fourth ship, a Corbita. Another one, I mean. Right, Hargard doesn't look like it has much action. Therefore, it does not look like it's gonna pay too well for all the stuff I brought. I don't know, I'm thinking Argoron could pay well for the stuff I brought from Tial. If the market didn't stabilize already. Pictish Prince, don't worry about it. Don't you worry being late. You can always watch the VOD later. Or just wait for the video. Another month, or who knows. My next video is not going to be part 2. I actually prepared some tutorials. I recorded one today. They are going to be quicker though. Much quicker than the usual videos I make. Alright, let's see. Salt fetches a good profit. relatively. Butter, considering I bought it for 3 dinars or 4, I can afford to sell it for cheaper. Do I want to buy anything from here? No, I do not. I like this just as the way it is. I'm going back to Tial, loading myself up with everything I can carry. And then I don't know. I'll work my way down. First I'll visit Kuzet cities. And then maybe to the Nustica walk. And then I'm going to sail to the Asarite towns. 10% troop upgrade costs. That's nice, but I think I'll double the morale bonus from having diverse food. Right now food variety is +5. Gourmet it's plus 2.5. That's not double. That's a 50% increase. I feel scammed. Right. I'm not here to sell necessarily. Here to buy. Grain is not that impressive in fish. You can get them everywhere. But the other stuff, damn, if it ain't good. Oof, yeah. I think the bulk of my trades are going to revolve around Tial now. I'm just going to go to Tial, resupply, and then sell stuff wherever it brings a profit. Right. Makeb, target number 1. Although, maybe Umbrella first? I'll go to Umbrella first. I have a feeling I can sell some good stuff in there. Walrus Tusk. I mean, it's alright. Salt is pretty damn good. Hogs, grapes, okay. 666 cheese. Fish for 34, damn. And grain for 27. Okay, I had good instincts about Umbrella. I don't know if I want to buy anything from here. Prices are deceiving, but I guess the flax and the silk could be good. But I actually don't want to buy much from here. Maybe the felt and the linen. I haven't seen these being sold well in Tial. But the rest of the stuff, yeah. Going back to Tial to resupply. Good amount of troops. Decent amount of money. I see the smithy lost its inventory again. It has to purchase the raw materials now. Right. Yeah, okay. I have 10,000 units of cargo space free, so I'm taking another visit to Tial. Refill. Tête brûlée. Never sell your stocks of any one items you have in your inventory despite it still being marked as super green profits. I don't do that for several reasons. If it's a food item, it's because I want to keep the food variety bonus going. Otherwise, it's because I want to see what price I get for that same item in other markets. I'll explain this. I'll explain all my procedures in my upcoming trade guide. Whenever I actually get to making it. Mizan and Carol need a lot of food. I'll check them out. Obviously. 285, so I got 15 days left until day 300. It's quite a power spike from day 200 to this one. I technically don't have 600k, I technically have 700k because I spent 100 even more on that Dromachion. Yeah, I don't want to buy anything. Actually, I don't want to sell anything, I want to buy. These sheep are very tempting, but the butter and cheese are much more important. I'll get them first. Get the wool. And now I suppose I can buy some sheep. As many as I can fit on my boats. Yeah, I don't know when that trade guide is gonna be done though. I have 3 other guides on the way. Shorter ones. These 3 guides were supposed to be part of one. They were supposed to be just one guide, but I found that one a bit too difficult in size. And I didn't want to spend another month editing a guide. I started to see that guides are no longer doing so well on YouTube, no matter how good they are. I suppose the game is old. Most people already know everything they want about it. So yeah. But it should still be fun, the trade guide, when it's coming out. I think I'm going to work on these 3 or maybe 4 shorter guides. Then on the trader experience part 2. And then I'm going to make the trade guide, or who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll change my things around. Maybe I'll prioritize the guide first. Or the trade guide. I've been itching to make one for a long time now, even before war sales. And after war sales deployed, I wanted even more to make one. Oh, trade 299. Nice. Let's see, can we sell anything? Ooh, Walrus Tusk 900. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. I am selling butter and cheese cheap in here, but I think I'm going to buy some of it back for the purpose of making more profits. Grain. I don't have enough grain somehow. Or enough fish. I should have bought some from Tial, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna buy some of this stuff back. And some wool. And a bit of silk. And beer. Beer, always buy it under 40, or a bit above. Iron is a bit expensive. I wouldn't want to risk myself with it. But nah, screw it. I'll buy 5 units. It's not like it's going to cripple me financially if I don't sell it outright. I'm ruined. Ruined. Okay, next stop. I think I'm going to pay another visit to Umbrella. Who cares about morality? If you rearrange... Oh. Before I say that idea, let's take a look. Maybe I'm gonna get the next animation? No, the same animation, but we'll let it play out. Right. The cutscene can play out with me talking because I'm also recording, and the recording doesn't capture my voice, so it's not gonna ruin the video. By buying the grain, Jacob realizes there's no morality in the world. You know, if you rearrange the letters in morality and change them around and beat them with a hammer, you're gonna get money! And that's the only morality Jacob cares about. Stop trying to make Jacob a fighter, Martin. Not everyone is supposed to be a fighter. Yes, there is another animation when your brother has a kid. That is nice. Maybe in order to switch things around, I'm gonna give you guys some background information, some behind the scenes work. Maybe I'm gonna go into my campaign. I don't know if I can edit the look of my guy, of my brother. I think I can do it with mods though. I can do that and have my brother have a baby with Mitela on another playthrough, of course, because Jacob has no brothers, just to get the other animation playing. I can definitely do that. It's a bit of effort, but then again, when have I said no to a bit of effort? Right, another baby born on sea. Bauthan. Daughter, she's a daughter. What am I gonna name her? Let me think. There we go. Her name was with D, right? Oh no, it was with B. Deborah. Maybe I'll name her with a B. I don't have any names with B popping into my mind. Barbara, I guess. But that doesn't fit my character's lineage. Barbara isn't really a southern name. Bella is a good name, but then again, not southern enough. Bethan. Bethany. Yeah, I suppose. We're gonna leave it Deborah, though. The decision was taken. Maybe for the next daughter. Nothing to sell in here anymore. Not even a grain? I traveled all this way for nothing. I'll buy something then. I'll buy the butter and the cheese, yeah, of course. I mean, I was the one selling it here. Buy the date fruits. Mizea, and if I can... I suppose I could travel on foot to Mizea and then to Cyronea. I can do that. It's gonna take a while. Autumn 20, I need to save on the first day of winter. Crawling through the snow. I suppose Jacob is kind of like Santa Claus, except he charges money for the gifts he brings. Crawling through the snow. What day are we in? 209. Oh, 1 week left. Okay, that's not good. Am I level 300 yet? I don't know when I reached it. But I'm going to take the perk once I sell everything to Mizea. As a land caravan, is it better to be fast or to be heavy? It's better to be fast. Winter first, so on winter 6 or 7 should be day 300. Alright. So the cheese and butter. I want to make one last sale to the Aserai though. Although 1 week, I don't know if 1 week is enough for me to get there. Assuming bandits and nobles are not a problem from a pure profit, it's better to be fast because there's other caravans that can go into a town and steal their profits. And you don't want that, do you? Alright. Everything has a price. You can now trade settlements. And I think I do have enough money to buy at least a castle. Or a very ruined town. I'm gonna get this one because my morale is not going to be at 75. It's better to take this one. Aim for a town. I don't know if I can afford it though. 600k is not much in terms of buying. I think I'll let that for day 400. I mean, I could go for day 400. I just need to make a save directly on day 300 in case I want to end the video there. Although, for the first video I didn't find... It was a poor decision to end the video on day 100 because my guy did not achieve much by then. And relative to... I know that in terms of money, he earned a lot in the last 100 days. But ending it now, at day 100... I mean, technically 100 days after the video, so day 300. Yeah, the money is good, but he did not do a whole lot of stuff in terms of storytelling. I mean, I have an idea on how to do this trading footage. Something similar to the Paganini sequence in the original video. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the trades. Other than maybe give a general sense of the markets. I think I'll keep the stream going until day 200, although I don't know. I don't know if I can stream that long. How long have I been streaming for? Let me check. Where does it say? Does it say here? No. 2 hours? Yeah, unfortunately I don't think I can go for another 2 hours. I must bring the day to an end. But I think I'll continue the stream tonight until day 300 at least. And then stream again for day 300 and 400, but in the video itself I'm going to keep day 200 towards 400. I'm not going to end it at 300, I'm not sure. We'll see. I kind of want to keep streaming for another 30 to 40 minutes. Even though that's going to cut into day 300. As long as I make a save there, so I can have a proper ending. It's alright. Zero now. Go to port, call the fleet, and wait here for some time. Right. I would like to visit Chaikand and Akalat and Odok. Maybe Ortongard as well. I know Baltakand is going to sell me cheap stuff, and currently I want to buy, I want to sell. Winter 3. Let's see here. Boatswain. Reduction in ship repair cost. Or, I think I'm gonna take the upgrades, because I got plenty of upgrades to still purchase. And only after my fleet is fully upgraded will I respec and change to this one. What sort of army and mules do you have? Pretty much recruits, and more recruits, and more recruits, and volunteers, and then some higher tier troops. I haven't bothered upgrading them because I'm not engaging in fights. Right. Sell the velvet, sell the tools, linen, planks, iron. I was afraid I would not get profit on the iron, but I did. Actually, before, I don't want to sell everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sell the velvet. I'm gonna keep one of each item. Crusade Steppe is not the best place to trade. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I'm gonna visit the other places in here unless I want to buy. Because there's a lot of overlap. I'll purchase sheep, though. Yeah, I think I'll visit Onira, crawl over to Danustica. Actually, I have to crawl to Onira as well. And then sail to Razich and the other towns. On Winter 5, I save. if I remember. Mariana has died in battle. That is sad. I'm very sad for Mariana. I'm not gonna buy grain for 10. Five winters. What day is it? 297. Okay, so 3 days left. That means on winter 8, I'm going to be at day 300. Well, Dan, I couldn't carry the sheep from Tial back then, and I'm not going to get back to Tial. Don't worry, I'm still going to turn a profit on these sheep for 27. Oh boy, crawling so much. Maybe I'm gonna sell the sheep right in here. No, I don't. Damn it. I'll sell the tools outright. Oh, not much I can sell in here. Anything I can buy? Not a good idea to buy because I'm overburdened. I'm not paying that much for salt. 35 at most. Could you butcher the sheep? I don't want to do that. I could, but I don't want to. I mean, they'll give me a bit of meat, right? Let's see if meat sells well in here, because if it does... it doesn't really. We're crawling to the Nystica. Day 300 is going to catch me crawling. Damn it. Okay, that is day 300. But we're going to count it once we reach town. Okay. No! Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. I saved in 5 winters. Delete. When is this? 296. I'm gonna reload that one to make a save there. I'm gonna delete this one. Day 301. We're gonna load, because if I don't, I'm going to forget and the save is going to get overwritten. I'm gonna make a manual save in here as well. Important for video making. $296. Actually, let's call it Winter 3. Winter 3, 296. I think. And now we're going back here to 301. Yeah, it was Winter 7 actually. Or maybe Winter 8 at midday. Now it's day 301. But we're gonna take inventory of everything. I have the save. I will probably talk about how much money I earned in just 100 extra days. Got close to 1 million. Talk about the Dromachion that I got, which set me back 120, so I'm technically at 800. I would have been at 850k if I didn't buy the Dromachion. But then again, I wouldn't have had this many troops. And I probably would have been able to carry a lot less on land. But yeah, we're gonna sell some stuff in here, and that's going to be the end of day 300. And for day 400, something like that, Jacob is gonna focus on buying a town or something. First of all, his goal is going to be to reach 1 million. All right. Anything interesting in here? Not much. Man. Okay. These 300 days were very profitable. And now we wait. We have nothing better to do than wait. Elon Husk. What the hell you mean my fleet is more than a day away? My fleet has been more than a day away for 3 days now. What the hell's going on? I might have to reload the save. Something feels wrong. I forgot to call the fleet. I'm reloading this because, well, I don't want those days to be wasted on a technicality. If I got caught by bandits and slaughtered to the last man, I would have been fine with that. But I was looking at the chat. Right, let's wait again. Yes, we're no longer at 777k though. Want a Slav joke? Sure. Hit me with the Slav jokes. And now we set sail. Where next? Kind of want to visit Husenfolk. Husenfolk is forgotten. It's a forgotten town, which could lead to two very different outcomes. Either it has nothing and it buys everything for a full price, or it produced a lot of stuff and it sells everything very cheaply. One of the two. And considering how many villages surround it, okay, look at that. Cheap stuff, for the most part, but it pays well for cheese. Is war sales worth it for 20 euros, 20 pounds? Man, I don't know how much money you've got, how much you want to spend on gaming. For me, it was worth it. I'm really enjoying the extra depth added by the ships in war sales. For you, I'm not sure. It doesn't change the game too much. Adds just another layer of depth to the game. That's all. For me, it was worth it. I like it. I would recommend it. It's well done, well executed. The ships are nice. The naval combat is good. The opportunities you get in the gameplay options are amazing. If you want to roleplay as a rogue trader, it's a definite yes. Because that's kind of the theme. The rogue trader has a nautical theme to him. Now, how do you like that number? I got it entirely on accident. Dan. I'm gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna save. $777, 3 axes. In our local markets, we have cheap wine, have trademark 777. Every alcoholic when start drinking only it, getting called chopped with 3 axes. Yes. Nice. I'm going to save this as 777777. Wait, how much do I have? 777,000. 777 less. Stonks. I have ultra stonks. I'm guessing this is twice as many 3 axes. It's 6 axes. I stopped myself just at the right time. I was going to continue selling, but I kept going. Okay, we have to say goodbye to this number though. It was nice while it lasted. But it's definitely getting a mention in the video itself. Alright, purchase clay, hardwood, beer under 40. Are we herding? Yes, we are. Damn it. I hate herding. Actually, I think I'm gonna get myself a pack camel. I mean, I have to. And I'm gonna get my wife. Actually, my wife is good on her Royal Destrier, which can fetch 20,000. No, if I sold her armor, maybe I would have reached the 1 million mark. Her horse and her armor and her weapons, maybe it would have gotten me to 1 million. Let's see. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to do this just to see how much money I would get. Only 65,000 plus another 33,000. That's roughly 100k. Well, keep that. Yeah, buddy. Now I'm a proper merchant. Riding a camel. Like all the big boys. Yes, the jokes write themselves, which is why we won't write them. My caravans are getting more and more profitable. My workshops aren't. Razich. When Jacob reaches millionaire status, when he actually surpasses it, he's going to get himself some brand new armor. Something shiny. Why should Mitella be the only one wearing drip? I'm going to buy some of that cheese again. Oh, date fruits for 16. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy from the town directly. I mean, I kind of want to visit the villages. All these date fruits are being sold in Razih. Same with the salt. But I'm afraid if I try to go there, some merchant is going to wander in and buy them from the town. I don't know. I'll take a risk. How fast can I move? 3.1? Decent speed, I would say. But it's potentially a bad idea. Okay, I thought that's a convoy. This is potentially a bad idea in terms of profits. Like, if no caravans wander in, which they might, you're gonna end up with really cheap goods in bulk. But a caravan was headed in there, so I don't know. This was a bad bet for me. Second time I do that. Suitable boy. As you leave the village, a young woman approaches you carrying a months-old baby, surrounded by her relatives. She points at one of your men and says that he was the father, and he should stay here and wed her. The lad, a strong fellow but not good with words, cannot speak. He's mute. You can't exactly recall if you passed through here a year ago or not. I probably didn't. Tell the lad to search his conscience, do what's right, 50% chance to lose one troop. Increase relationship with notables. Congratulate the lad on finding a wife. Throw a couple of purse of coins as a wedding gift. Lose one of my troops, lose 50 dinars. Increase this. Give your blessings to the marriage and hurl huge handfuls of coins to the villagers, declaring that this shall be a day they shall all remember. But, I'm not losing my guy. How? I mean, I want to do this, but 5 renown doesn't mean a lot to me. And it doesn't say that the guy will remain here. Tell the villagers to get themselves a plow horse instead of trying to poach one of your men. Ugh, that's ugly. Why do I have a knife? Increase relationship is much better. This should increase my relationship by 100. Come on, man. Only 5 renown for 1,000. And this is the better reward. I don't know. I don't know this. Whatever. It's what I would do. 50% of profit from workshops stored for Jacob. Yeah, but I get more money for the stuff. And also higher profits with market flooding. Although I don't really care about that anymore. Do I? Let's see how much we got. We're gonna keep some, but eventually I'm going to store 0% in the warehouse, or maybe 25%. Did I buy my stuff? Sell wood for 15, because I bought it for much cheaper. Armed convoy of bedaubed scholars attacked. Oh no. Oh no. My guy has to protect himself now. That's a bit of violence, but I'm not doing the violence myself though, so that's alright. Fish. I'll buy some. Okay. My gamble paid off. Walters. Alright then. Who be our next? What the? Oi! Go there. Hello there, Mech Awesome Nuggets. Glad to have you on the stream, although we're not gonna keep it going for longer. Oh man, my scholar has been... I lost the convoy. That's not great. I have to recall my guy. And then send him on another caravan. Where is he? Bidal. 1 day, 15 hours. Alright. I'm going to wait for him in Hubiar and then I'm going to send him on a caravan. Not on a convoy. Convoy got attacked. And I don't like that. Roguery has been fixed. How? Was it fixed for the better or for the worst? Buy first, sell second. Considering I bought this for 120, that's some good profit. Holy moly. Okay, Hubiar really needs silk. My trade skill is still increasing. Well, I am at 10 social. I knew I don't need 10 social. But I got it on this guy because he doesn't care. Oh, and now his Spring of Gold perk earns him 800 per day. That's 800 dinars for free. It's pretty good. I'm still herding. What do I have? I have too many workhorses. Apparently I do. Meat sells well here. Well, well, well. You've yeed your last haw, dear horses. What day is it? 314. Yeah, unfortunately the stream is not going to go for much longer. Ben Sahar tier increased to 4. Nice. Which means I can set up another caravan, another workshop, and I can hire more people. Awesome. I'm gonna get myself a actual camel, not just a pack camel. Same with Metella. Oh, I said that Metella doesn't get a camel because she has a royal destrier. But I'm very tempted to buy her a war camel. I'll just buy this. Oh, and 10 Nahasawi. I don't actually have a whole lot of horses, do I? Damn, I should buy some. I'll increase my movement speed on the caravan, on the map. Also, I said I'd be waiting for the scholar in Hubiar, but I didn't. I forgot to do that. So I'm gonna send him on a caravan right here. Usur the Caravaneer. His name is Caravaneer, so that's what he does. That's his job description. Yes.
Well now, stranger, peace to you. What is your name?
Yes, the stream kept going on in bursts of 5 minutes for another hour or two. I wish to form caravan. Yes, Bidal Discal. Metella, would you like to go on a caravan as well, my dear? Yeah, 10 more minutes though, and I'm done. Only 10 more minutes. All liveys. $900K. Ooh, cheap clay. I don't mind if I do. Cheap beer as well. Grain. I'll buy some, although Ascar sells it for cheaper. Pottery. I saw pottery. Okay, it's cheap. I get it. Do we have cheap horses in here? Actual horses. Okay. 253 for Nahasawi. That's pretty cheap. Although I have a better idea. Since I want horses. I'll buy these ones. Fine. We'll do this. I'm gonna do a little something. Hunab. Okay, Hunab sells in Iakis. Would be nice to meet the villagers of Hunab along the way. But if I can't, that's okay. Okay, I suppose I'll buy these for 300. Kind of expensive, but it's worth it for the extra speed. This would be much better if I had cavalry units. I did not think of that. Okay, Walters. I need to wait for the villages of Liwas and Mahul to buy horses from them. Much cheaper. Let's check the price in town. Nahasawi 200. I don't know how much is gonna drop. I'm gonna do a little something. A little maneuver. Actually, I'll wait in town. I wanted to do this earlier, and I changed my mind because I was like, I'm waiting for too long. But hey, the villagers of Liwas are coming. And here's what I'll do. Price of Nahasawi is 216. If I sell, it's gonna cost me a little bit. Now it's 200. How much was it? 216? That's not a huge price drop. But basically, I'm going to market too. Sell Nahasawi for 130. That's huge. Ascarat, 4.5k. I'm going to get at least this price for the Ascarat. Maybe even more. Depending on where I sell it. I'm not going to sell it now. But this is a very good deal for me. I'm also going to wait for those guys from Malul. I'm going to buy stuff from them and then I'm going to bring this at an end. Although I don't know how long it's going to take for them to come over here. Okay, they're on their way. Going to the market, 128. One Darshi horse is 500. One war camel 700. Okay. A good deal. If I bought Nahasawi, okay. I got everything much cheaper than I would have gotten from here. I'm gonna buy the horses again. We're not hurting and we're improving our speed with footmen on horses. 888k. Oh man. Can we get an 8888888888? Let's try. 51. No, that's too much. Let me use my calculator real quick. I want to get the 88888888. 88 minus 51. I need to sell something that is precisely 37. Do I have something precisely 37? No, I don't. I have 30 and I have 7. 37. There we go. 888888888888. Yes, Dan Sensei, you saw that before I even did. And then for the million, I'm gonna want 100000000. I'm probably not gonna go that way, but I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna buy stuff until I'm at precisely 1 million. Right. I did my horse thingy. Oh, is that my fleet? It's my fleet. What's it doing over there? Kozira first. We're gonna trade along the coast. Well, that 77777 really got me riled up. Sell everything that brings me a profit. Everything. Got 2 more minutes and then I said I'm gonna end the stream. So yeah. But you know what? I'm actually going to keep going. Until I reach 1 million, I promise. After 1 million, the stream is over. I mean, technically I need to end the stream before 9:30. It's currently 8:30. I can keep going, although I don't want to keep going to the limit. Spring 8, 1088. 888888888. Let's keep going. Need my 1 million. Yeah, in the early game it's pretty difficult to know if you're making progress because you're constantly at or below 1,000 dinars. You're always buying stuff. You're always reinvesting. And you're never seeing any progress. But slowly but surely, you are making progress. You're making larger and larger deals. You're investing your money into workshops and caravans, which is probably I should start doing now that I reached tier 4. But I have no time for that. I'll save that for the future stream. How long does it normally take for you? I'm not sure. I started seeing progress after the first 100 days. I mean, I started from 0 money, and I reached a net worth of 65,000 in the first day, but the money I actually had in my account were low. But 1,000 or 10,000, I don't even remember how much I had. But a lot of the money was invested into boats, into businesses, into trade goods. So yeah, it's invisible progress. When you're a warrior, it's much easier to track your progress because you're not spending too much money. You're only spending on troops and the wages. Nahasavi. I'm gonna buy a few more of these boys. Too much, too much. I don't want to be hurting. Let's see, footmen on horses 0.45. That's the maximum? 0.47 is the maximum. Okay, perfect. I need to buy some more stuff to reach 10,000 in money spent. Ah, silver. Okay, perfect. But I have a perk. This one. I should be getting 1 relationship with merchants. Because I spent 10,000 dinars or more. Let's see, level 200. Dairy Queen put tomato on my chicken strip sandwich when I said not to. Can you obliterate them for me? Why do you not like tomato? No, I will not. Dairy Queen made you a favor. They gave you additional vitamins when you said no to vitamins. Respect. Unless you have a tomato intolerance, in which case, not cool. I'm going to aim my cannons at them. 25 wages and upgrade costs. Both of these are absolutely useless for Jacob. 25% reduced wages, I suppose, although I normally take this one. Repair the ships, set sail. Sanala. Let's go to Sanala. I can't remember if I already visited it. I probably did. And I promptly forgot. But it's okay, we can visit it multiple times. Anything to purchase other than the grain? No. No. Ah, date fruits, they're okay. Come on, man, I want to reach the 1,000,000 already. Ukba Castle, unfortunately, it's a castle, I cannot do siege trading in there. Where I'm from, it's Jacob's name day. Today? Interesting. Let me check. Maybe it's his name day here as well. No, it's Hannah. And something else. Let's check the American Synaxarion. Olympia, Anna. Must be Catholic. Lipsanen. Interesting coincidence. Let's see. Let me check. What day is it today? It's 25th. 25th of something, July. Yeah, you're right, St. Jacob. And Valentina and Christopher. Oh, nice. Very nice. No, it's literally St. Jacob for Catholics. In the calendar, I'm looking here. For us Orthodox, it's another holiday. It's the Dormition of Saint Anna, mother of the Theotokos. Basically, Jesus' grandma. And the parents from the 5th Ecumenical Council. And Saint Olympia. And Eupraxia. That's some weird names, but I like them. Yeah, the 5th Ecumenical Council. In 553. Nice. Interesting coincidence. Lipsanen. Look at that. And you know, the reason I didn't celebrate tomorrow, I just facepalmed. I actually wanted to stream tomorrow, but I couldn't because tomorrow I'm gone to church pretty much the entire day. So I can't, and I decided on a whim to just stream today. And you know, it's a nice coincidence. Saint Jacob for Catholics. Hello, these nuts. You caught me just in time before I ended the stream. Don't worry, the stream will keep going until I reach 1,000,000. Although that's gonna be a bit hard because I'm spending money constantly. But I'm also making money. Oh, grain. 21 denarius. We're getting close. We're getting very close. Date fruit 14. Yeah, I'll buy that outright. No. Go to town center and leave. Hiblet. Let us visit Hiblet and purchase all the date fruits found in there. Ah, Unkid is here. Hello, Unkid. Actually, I'm gonna wait for daytime. I want to meet him in the day. Oh, can I? Seriously, bro? I wanted to say hello to you, and this is what you're doing? I wanted to repeat the whole the whole meme. I had the meme in the video with the Chad Sultan versus the Virgin Merchant, and I want a rematch. I want the Chad Sultan versus the Chad Tycoon or Mogul or whatever. Come on, Unkid, don't do that. Stop. I want to say hello to you. Why are you a rude boy? Rude boy. He's a rude boy. Red in the village. Can I load? When's my load? Okay, I can reload. I normally don't reload in case I make mistakes. But for meeting Unkid, this is a monumental occasion. Or monumentous or momentous, I don't even know what the word is. I want to meet Unkid. And he took that away from me. The bastard. The bastard took that from me. Okay, I want to buy dates. And then say hello to Unkid. I kind of want to wait for daytime to come, so... Okay, just in time. Just as the sun is rising.
My greetings to you.
My greetings to you, Mr. Sultan. Hello, I'm here to deliver my demands. Surrender or die, Unkid. Nobody mogs me when I'm at my lowest. Forgive me, sir, it's nothing. Here, Unkid. Wait. Clan very rich. But he's not richer than me. Is he? There's something I would like to discuss. I have a proposal. Yes. Ah. He's not richer than me. Okay, Unkid. Because you're poor, I'm gonna give you something. To build this castle. I'm not actually gonna buy this. I wanna reach my million first. Yeah. All my money plus everything I own doesn't even amount to 10% of Sanala's worth. It's probably 10 million or something like that. 10, 15 million. I don't even know. Well, Mr. Unkid, because you are very poor compared to me, I ask that you release Lord Casinon. I'll buy one Nahasawi from you. And I will pay you 20,000. That's a gift. I barely increased my relations with him. There, it's gonna take me longer to reach my 1 million mark. And then, after that, Unkid promptly decided to raid the village from where I bought cheap dates. How rude. Rude boy. He's a rude boy. Yes. That's how he became a Chad. Through the less talking, more raiding philosophy. Does relation affect trading? Maybe it affects bartering. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. Holy moly. 270 dinars for Dayton, Ortizia. Why did it increase so much? 8,000 just from dates alone. Ironic. Ore, butter, bear, and to buy more stuff. Sell on, here I come. What about silver? A bit expensive. Salt is a bit expensive as well, but it might fetch a good profit in Seonon. But I actually want to go to Zeonica and wait there for a few days. I don't want to go to Botania yet. I'm close to my 1 million. I want to save those guys from the Corsairs. But I said no to violence. Let's see if I can intimidate them. Well, I said no to combat. I just wanted to scare them. No to violence. If they did not surrender peacefully, I cannot insist. Time to go for cheap goods in the north. No, because after I hit my 1 million mark, I want to do something in Zeonica, and I'm close to that, so I'm not going back north right now. I'll stay around here. Look at that. Date fruits. Cheap. I mean, not cheap, they're expensive. $993,000. I'll rest in the tavern. Wait, let me save. Almost mill. Arashnur, you love my tone and accent. You've been curious to know which country I'm from. No, it's not rude to ask. I'm actually from... Brace yourself. Drum roll, please. Romania. Spring 18, 1088. I'm from Romania. You better get me to 1 million, boy. Yeah, there we go. 1 entire million in spring 19. What day is that? Day 332. Could have been day 333, but what can you do? I need to spend 1,315. What should I spend it on? I'll think I'll buy some food. I could buy some dates. Or maybe some beer. I don't care that this is a bit more expensive. Five. Okay, I need to buy something that's 5 dinars. There's nothing that's 5. Let me think. I need to think here. I cannot buy something that's 5. Can I buy something that's 21? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy. You have a poor pain idea for a playthrough? And what idea is that, if you don't mind me asking? What would you say is the fastest way to get enough money to buy Sanala? Not smithing. Well, not smithing. Well, waiting for towns to rebel, sieging them, improving them, selling them to get the millions you require, and then you can buy Sanala. Or just put an army together and siege Sanala, because buying it, yeah, it's gonna take you much longer. I don't want Sanala on this character. But yeah, I reached 1 million. Look at that. Look at that, boy! All right. How are we going to celebrate my 1 million? By spinning around like this. And because I have 2 monitors, I can spin around for longer before I need to stop. Bandit rock bottom, but you can only hire bandits. You cannot purchase anything. Well, you just predicted my next video, actually. Because I do have, in my plan, in my content plan, I do have a rock bottom, a bandit scenario, updated for war sales. I even know how I'm going to set it up. It's going to be quite interesting. An interesting take. Also, you can purchase something, but only from rebel towns. And caravans, maybe. Maybe caravans. But only from rebel towns primarily, because those guys are pretty much criminals as well. Or towns I own. But yeah, John Smith, that's a good idea. If you're doing it, I wish you good luck. I'm actually going to do it myself as well, in a video form. I have the backstory planned out as well for the character. Everything is already planned, but not... I haven't actually begun recording for it. I'll start a playthrough as an Asare merchant with the ultimate goal to buy Sanala, the town and river behind it. Have my clan be strong enough to proclaim myself a queen. Oof, that is even harder than John Smith's idea. It's going to be very grindy. Alright, I ended the recording. And I'm not going to play anymore. Maybe I'm going to hang around here in the stream for a little while longer, chatting with you guys. Just to wrap it up. But Jacob's story is done for now. For now. Okay, the other way around. 5 foot, 7 figures. He's not the dream man for women. He's only 5 foot. He's 5'7". 5'7" figures. But hey, Mitella likes him, so who cares? Try war sales with the late medieval mod, makes the whole game feel like a time skip from the release game. I might give mods a try. I want to. I plan to. It's in my plan. But that, what you mentioned, there's one of those total conversion mods that I actually have a plan to make a playthrough, a story about. But that's after Jacob Part 2. That's after my next tutorials. That's after the trade guide that I'm planning. That's after the Raider playthrough for war sales. And yeah, I have a lot of plans for Bannerlord 2, but also for other games. I have recorded a playthrough. It's currently sitting at about 400 or 500 gigabytes. It's eating my storage with that 500 gigabytes. It's just waiting there. The playthrough has been done. The script is halfway finished. I began working on it in May last year. And it's still not done. It's an absolute fucking brutal ride to make that video. If I make it in one video, it's probably going to be 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours long. An absolute nightmare to edit something like that. So yeah. I got a lot of projects. I need to figure out how to put less effort in my videos just to make them faster. Because I got more ideas than time to actually spend on them. It's annoying. Alright, let me read some more comments. Yep, it's gonna be a bit of a grind, your trader playthrough. Make that 8, we have a deal. You mean you mean 8 figures? Yeah, it's going to be to 8 figures soon. You don't use metric in Romania. I do, but for the purpose of internet, the internet memes are in imperial units. I'm 5'7". What culture your raider will be? Man, since it's a war sales video, you already know the answer. I don't want to say it outright. And if you write it in chat, I'm not going to say it's that one, but you know which one it's gonna be. Everybody knows what culture my raider will be. It's going to be a culture that I've never done in my rock bottom playthroughs. Did I play Stalker 2? Is it the new one? If it's the new one, I didn't. Because I don't actually have that much money to afford this new games. Unless I'm sure I can make a banger video on it. And that video is gonna earn me 1 million views. And money to afford new games. I can no longer spend money willy-nilly on games. I gotta wait for them to go on sale. Boklahoma just released an almost 8 hours video. I think you have an audience for a longer format video. I'm gonna have to look at Boklahoma's video though. It depends. It's not that the video length itself is the problem. It's the effort that goes into a video that I usually make. Like, if I make an 8-hour long video, but with minimal editing, then I can do that maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in a month, something like that. Let me lower the sound volume a little bit because it's hurting my brain. I cannot focus with such loud waves. Alright, so depending on the editing, if I were to make a playthrough with minimal editing, or a let's play 8 hours long, I can do that in maybe 2 weeks. A playthrough, my style, but without all the fluff and all the high effort editing, that would take me a month. An 8-hour video with my current editing style, well, let's see, it took me 40 days to edit a 40-minute video, so that's, well, how much is that? 40 days, 40 minutes, that's 1 day, 1 minute per day, pretty much. 8 hours has 60 minutes, 480, so I'm assuming, fuck me. My brain hurts. My brain hurts so bad. Okay, that's 480. Yeah, it would take me 480 days. That's a year and a half. 1.31 years. I don't want to spend 1 year editing one video and then have it get 1,000 views. I want to make something smaller, something more digestible. And one thing I was thinking I could do, something that wouldn't take me much effort, Bandits Ballads Remastered. I have 20 episodes of Bandits Ballads just staying there. Just waiting. I could easily download them. Actually, the quality of the first episodes isn't good because I've done most of Bandits Ballads on my old computer. The graphics were low, the graphic quality and the render quality wasn't very good. It says 1080p, but it's more of a wiped out 1080p. It's barely 720. 720p non-HD, pretty much. That's the quality of the first episodes of Bandits Ballads. But I still have the pure rendered videos somewhere in my storage, either on the old computer or on this one, or maybe on an external hard drive. And I was thinking, I'm going to grab every episode of Bandits Ballads, keep the intro of the first one, delete the outro and the intro of episodes 2, 3, and so on until episode 20, keep the outro of episode 20, or maybe delete that one and make a new one, and release the entirety of Bandits Ballads, all 20 episodes, one video. How long would it be? 8 hours? 9? That wouldn't take me too much time. I mean, it would be harder to get all the videos together, because I'm pretty sure most of those episodes are still on my old computer, and I need to transfer them to this one before I can begin. I actually would need to take a vacation during that time. Basically, have some suitcases packed with clothes and everything else I need. And put the video to render. And while it's rendering, over the duration of 2-3 days or more, I'll be gone somewhere. Maybe visiting my parents. Or maybe some other place. Editing time will be longer than the amount of effort I need to put in to make that. But those videos, I don't even know how long it took me to make Bandits Ballads. It was at least 2 years, maybe 3. So yeah. I do not want to spend 1 year or 2 or 3 on a single video. Unless I know for a fact that video is gonna make me 10 million views. That would be worth it. And no, I don't only care about the views, but I do kind of want to afford my medicine and the bills and everything else. And going unpaid for a year or 2 while working on such a video, full time, well, not a fun experience. But yeah. I'm done. Jacob reached his goal of 1 million. Maybe one day I will reach my goal of making a video that can get 1 million views. That's all up to me though. If I can make a video that's really, really good, then that's guaranteed. That's primarily the only thing I care about. I want to make the best video I can possibly make. And I think that Jacob's first story was one of my best. I was really inspired to use the cinematic footage in between the trades. I like how it ended up. Could have been better. Rewatching it gave me a lot of ideas on what things to add. I'm actually going to rewatch it several times and write those ideas down to add them in part 2. But yeah. This is it, boys. Jacob reached his goal of 1 million. He still has a way to go until day 400, until he can own a castle or a town or something like that. But we are done. Thank you, boys, for joining me tonight. And I will see you on my next stream. Maybe I'll keep streaming from time to time. Not sure if Bannerlord or something else. I kind of want to have a Rogue Trader playthrough on the second channel. Let's Plays. Minimal editing, live commentary. No script, no nothing. I'll do that mainly to have the footage. I need a lot of footage to put that the Rogue Trader video I want to make together. I don't want to make it in episodes like day 100, day 200. It's a lot more effort. Also, this poor townsman is getting abused. And this is Jacob, the non-violent. Don't worry guys, this is just friendly punching. It doesn't hurt. See, he doesn't even flinch. Streaming at least one time in 1 to 2 weeks may help you in theory. Yeah, in theory. In practice, I'm not sure. But yeah, we are done. Say goodbye to Jacob. Jacob, say goodbye to the nice people watching us. Bye guys. That's Jacob's real voice. Alright. Thanks for watching, boys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.